Again, welcome to this Reiki share. Obviously a virtual one where we're coming together either live, where some of the participants are already here, or you're catching the replay, or you came live and you're listening to this again. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Patty Mariposa Hernandez. If you don't know, mariposa means butterfly in Spanish, which for me is all about transformation. And one of the most important things to remember is that we're always on a transformational journey until the day we are no longer breathing. So if you're just like, I feel like I'm repeating things or I'm always a student, yep, that is totally fine. What's going to be most important is awareness. So I am a licensed clinical social worker. I am also an Usui Reiki master teacher, and I teach everything and I practice always from a trauma-informed perspective. What that means is you will hear my invitation to follow along or to do things depending on what your comfort level is. It's going to be always important that you work on being comfortable and feeling safe instead of just listening to what I'm doing or what I'm saying or suggesting, right? And also at the end, we'll be integrating. The recording will be stopped by then. But the purpose of integration, and if you're catching the replay, is that you just take a couple of minutes after the meditation to be able to be present, ground, make sure that you are here back on this physical earth and your mind and body are not somewhere else. So, what is Reiki? A few of you have asked. So, Reiki is a Japanese word. And what it translates is that it's universal energy flowing through a person and then with intention sending it out. Now, what makes Reiki different from any energy healing practice is the spiritual component. And what I mean by that is, for example, you see this person right behind me. Well, that person is Dr. Usui, and he's the founder of Reiki in Japan, and he founded it in the 1920s. And so for him, when we channel energy, we connect to Reiki guides or masters such as Usui who come to us in either our thought process, we actually hear the voice, we may see them, right? This is a gift that you've either probably already had some familiarity growing up, right? Where you've recognized, wow, I can sense things, or I'm really sensitive, or I can feel somebody's energy before they actually speak to me, right? Reiki is a tool that actually enhances all of those gifts. And it actually, what I have found, normalizes it. Because a lot of times, so many of my students are like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, oh, well, that's to be explained, but let's talk about that and break it down and be like, are you really going crazy? Is this a psychosis or are you having a spiritual awakening? So that being said, the purpose of this virtual Reiki share is so that we in community get to connect even energetically and even virtually and even through the replay so that we lift up our vibrations, clear any energies that are stuck, and that we feel lighter, we feel brighter. And today's meditation is going to be focused on metta, which is connecting to love. And we're going to connect to love with ourselves first, and then we're going to be able to spread that love, right? And you may experience, and I always say the word may because every person is different. Because we're in a group container that I protect and I bring in a lot of healing light into it to ensure that any entity or anything dark or yucky does not get to penetrate into this healing container. So again, that we feel safe and that we feel calm. So what you may experience is tingling in your hands, especially if you're a Reiki practitioner or an energy healer. You may feel calm. You might feel like you want to fall asleep, You might start getting images or colors or notices, or you might even hear things, right? If you're starting to hear things, that might be okay. But if you're starting to hear things that are telling you to hurt yourself or do some harm, that's not okay. That's not the purpose of this call. Then if that happens, hang up or end this call and please call 911, because that's definitely something more than we can handle in this container. So once I'm in the guided meditation, I'll just be focusing on who's coming in, making sure everybody's muted, and then I will also I won't be checking the messages until the very end. Okay, I hope that is helpful. Again, the purpose of this virtual Reiki share is to come into community, to be able to meditate together. And if you have no meditation experience, I can guarantee you do, you just don't realize it. And just be. Okay, so I'm going to be guiding you throughout this meditation. There will be small moments of silence. And again, a lot of information I'm just kind of channeling. And what that means is just receiving energy from above that's guiding me and giving me instructions per se. So before we get started on that, and if you have any questions, this is your time to go ahead and either unmute or put it into the chat. Okay. So one of the things that I do is also oracle readings, and one of the card decks that I felt called to bring out today is Healing with the Angels. So the card that I pulled for me was a reminder of what I love to do, which is this: supporting you on your healing journey, regardless of the path that you've taken. So now I'm going to pull a card for all of you, and hopefully you'll find resonance in this. So what is the card for them? And the card is intention. So what that means when you set an intention, it just means that you are clear on what you want. So think about, there's going to be a moment that I'm going to be opening up a container for us. And in there, you can set your intention. And your intention could be praying for yourself, praying for a loved one, praying for peace, praying for a specific country, whatever that feels like for you. Be specific. My invitation is just choose one and let others go ahead and add that. Just that way that you can focus in. And again, I'll be letting you all know. So now let's go ahead and get started. So what this is going to look like is that I invite you to just settle into a comfortable space. That could be laying down. That could be sitting up. That could be sitting on a chair, sitting on the floor, whatever that feels like for you. Just go ahead and find that position. And you may be moving around throughout this meditation, that's fine. You might notice that your body kind of wiggles or spasms a little bit, and that's okay. You might notice that you're yawning a lot, and that's okay. You might even notice that you feel tightness or pain somewhere in your body. That's okay. It will move. All right. You're welcome to lower your gaze, find a spot to look at, or simply close your eyes, again, if that feels comfortable. We're going to focus on our breath for an intentional breath of 3 deep breaths. You can place your hands over your belly to feel your breath as it rises and lowers, or you can simply just notice and connect. So breathing in through your nose, go ahead and take that deep inhale. We're going to breathe in love. And we're going to exhale any stress. Another deep breath in, breathing in love. And exhaling stress. Another deep breath in. And exhaling that stress. Last intentional time. I'm placing my hands in the Gasho position, which means two hands coming together as I connect my energy with your energy and build this container of healing love. So you can say in your mind, or you can chat if you in the message box. Do I have permission to invite you into this healing container and tap into your energy space? Simple, just thought of yes is enough. That's allowing us to go into the energy because the energy doesn't know time nor space. So this is a good time for Reiki practitioners 2 and above to go ahead and call in your Reiki symbols and connect to this healing container. So let's envision ourselves seated in the middle of a meadow. And this meadow, you can feel the grass underneath. Or if you're allergic to grass, excuse me, if you're allergic to grass, you might put a blanket underneath in your mind as you sit and gather around these beings of healing light, which is all of us. And as we're seated in this circle, envision or think of or simply know that all around us is a big bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to add the golden light, like a golden smoke flowing through. And the golden energy or golden light or smoke is filling each one of us, assisting us in any area that we need healing. And now in the center of our healing container, imagine that there's a big hole. And this big hole goes down and down and down into the earth. And as we're seated around this earth, this container, this earthen container, we're also feeling grounded and connected in this place. So seeing that hole in the center of this big container. Go ahead and just one by one, or just as you feel, go ahead and set in that intention. Set in that prayer, that blessing, that hope, that distress, whatever is coming up for you that you want to put into this healing container that's in this circle of healing light beings, and then surrounded by a healing bubble of light, of golden light. So you may say your intention, I put into this container my prayer or blessing or hope for the country of, or for this person, for this person's journey, or the earth, whatever comes to you. And you're going to just gently go ahead and set that intention into the healing container. And just like you're warming your hands against a fire, just send energy into that container. Just notice that you've released it from you, releasing that stress and putting it into that container. And now coming back just slowly to you. I'm going to be offering Reiki to all of you in this healing space. So what you're welcome to do is to have your hands either over your chest and over your abdomen. You can have them in the gasho or prayer position, or simply have them palms up or down on your lap, whatever is comfortable and easiest for you. I'm personally placing them in gasho. I'm starting with the top of your heads, connecting with your crown chakra, opening the energetic being of your crown chakra so that the energy will flow through you with ease. You may feel a tingling, you may feel some movement, you may feel more relaxation. Whatever comes for you. Set the intention to open up all of your chakras, allowing the energy to flow with ease. And just allowing that energy to energetically move. Now moving down that energy down over your third eye, activating your third eye, opening your third eye to trust your intuition, to connect with your intuition, to be open, to be guided in any path that you feel. And you might even, as I go through each of your chakras, you might even notice or say, may this chakra be open or cleared. You might notice that might just come up for you, and that's totally fine. Remember to take a deep breath or take breaths. Notice your breath as it enters and as it leaves. Now moving down into your throat chakra. And this is a space of communication. So you might notice a clearing of your throat. You might notice yourself coughing, yawning, totally normal. And then moving down that energy, moving down to your heart chakra. And we're going to stay here for a moment. And I invite you to connect to your heart. And as you connect to your heart, imagine, sense, or simply know that you're filling your heart chakra with love. So what does love feel like for you? Is love a moment of sitting here connected with others? Is love looking at a tree and amazed by what you see in front of you? Is love hugging somebody that you care about? What does love feel like for you? And just bring those memories, those experiences into your heart, allowing your heart to expand and heal. And then moving that energy down to your solar plexus, to your power center, and feeling that energy. Perhaps you've been having trouble with digestion or not feeling good or feeling bloated. Just put the energy down there. You might even notice your hands going protectively there. Just knowing that energy is going to helping you to move that tension or that stress, whatever it is that you're not able to release. Mm. And then moving down that energy to your sacral. And your sacral is the area of creativity. Remember to breathe. Remember to feel. You may notice thoughts moving randomly throughout your mind, which is normal. Just allow them to flow and coming back to your breath or to the sound of my voice. And lastly, we're moving down to the root chakra, your legs and knees and feet. And I'm just energetically placing my hands on my knees, connecting to the knees of all of you. This will help you to just be grounded and centered, present in this moment. And if you feel at any time the need to want to move around, move your shoulders, give your head a roll, go ahead and do that. That's just allowing the energy to flow. And now your chakras are balanced. You've received a simple cleansing to allow you to feel more calm and relaxed. So as you notice whatever sensations or images come up, go ahead and state an intention for yourself. What would you like to receive more of? What would you like to receive support? What would you like, whatever that intention is, without going into the negative of why you can't do this? Just simply, wouldn't it, one of my favorite phases is, wouldn't it be nice if dot, 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 and allowing that intention to flow. I'm pulling energy from around you. So you might be noticing some of that happening, and that's just to help clear any blocks keeping you from really stepping into your light and stepping into your energy. Again, feeling that love moving through you. Now taking another deep, intentional breath. I'd like for you, or I invite you to go ahead and set your energy into the container that's in the middle. The container that is full of your intentions. Now, my invitation to you is to beam that love that you experienced for yourself, beam it to the container that's in front of you. Imagine shoots or, or strips of light, sheets of rain, whatever that feels like, whatever your imagination will bring to you. Imagine that energy being sent to those intentions. That love is being sent to each intention in that container, whether it be your container or it be somebody else's intention, sending it love. Because we as a community are so powerful together. Stepping out and experiencing the bubble. The bubble is now filling up with the light, the color pink. And pink is related to the color of love. So as you are beaming that into the container, you are also receiving love. It is flowing through you and through each person and into the healing container that's in the middle of all of us. So in your mind's eye, just actually just sit here for a moment, just noticing any sounds around you. Noticing any sensations on your skin. Noticing any smells. Noticing any images. Coming back to yourself. Let's connect with gratitude. Feeling that gratitude coming in. And just go ahead and state at least 3 things in your mind that you are grateful for. You can be grateful for being here and receiving. Grateful that it's Saturday. Whatever it is that comes up for you, just at least 3 things that you're grateful for. As we gently start coming back and ending this guided meditation. Again, thank yourself for being here. Noticing and thank each person for being here, whether live or hearing the recording. And slowly begin by wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing any movement into your body, yawning. And whenever you feel ready, go ahead and gently start opening your eyes.